Center as the Buffaloes square off with Eastern Washington. Bengot Dak has the jump for Colorado. Kyrie Huey on the tap for Eastern Washington. That will bound out of bounds. Red road, easy to distinguish the teams today. Red for Eastern Washington.
Thad, with BD's Bengot Dak's length and athleticism, he should win every tap. He's so long and athletic.
Got that one, and Colorado goes to offense. Barrington Hargress on the handles, goes to the left side, moving around. Dak on the wing, Hargress back to the right side. 4 seconds to shoot for Colorado. Short range, got it. First bucket of the game, Barrington Hargress as the shot clock winds down.
Excellent possession. Bucks went side to side 3 times, and they ended up with a good baseline jumper from about 8 feet.
Yeah, perimeter work there for Colorado, but good control of that possession, using all the clock. As Eastern Washington takes their possession. Stratton Rogers had it on the wing, gets it down low. Working the block, spin, put it up, no good there. Kyrie Huey missed the shot. And that whistle's gonna go against Colorado. Felix Caceres downhill, got into his defender.
Called him with that little chicken wing. We could see it from our angle here, Thad. Left elbow really pushed off on that defender a little bit. You see right there, little extension with that left arm. Not a lot, but enough for the offensive foul call.
For Colorado, Bronchik starting. Dak, Caceres, Hargress, Malone, the 5 starters.
And we'll see Alon Michaela today, who did not play on Monday, off the bench.
Shot up and down. Isaiah Moses, the senior from Anchorage, Alaska, puts Eastern Washington on the board.
And he was a teammate of Hargress at UC Riverside last year.
Couple transfers, one on each side from UC Riverside. Bengot Dak, the right side, now works around to the left, fires the shot up, whistle, and a foul.
And with 1 step through there, he covered all the way across the lane, Thad, and tried to, you'll see he tried to finish with the left hand. That's what led to the foul. If he'd have gone up with his right hand, that probably just would have been blocked. Good use of the offhand by BD.
It's very early, obviously, game 2, but I'm curious for you, Scott, having watched him last year, if you see differences already this year for Bengot, like that kind of play down low. What do you see in the development for BD?
A little more aggressiveness and him looking to get into the paint more than last year, I think, is what they've been trying to work with him all summer on.
Dan Monson, head coach, 2nd season for the Eagles, 27 seasons overall as a collegiate head coach. Fantastic path through his career, about 450 wins all time for Dan Monson, the head coach for Eastern Washington. 2024 NCAA tournament visit with Long Beach State before he took the job at Eastern Washington. Try it again, missed that shot. Previous scorer Isaiah Moses misses there. Now ball poked away, Buffaloes lose it. Here come the Eagles. Marquardt to the rim, blocked, and a whistle. Elijah Malone got there, but also got into the body.
Yeah, good protection of the rim there by Elijah. You see him go up strong. Nice block up top, but you're right. Hit with hip to hip down low, and that's where the foul was called.
Emmett Marquardt, the sophomore, 225-pounder against the 270 pounds of Malone. Got to give him credit. Marquardt went in pretty fearlessly. He'll shoot free throws. Short, but bounces home for 1 tally, 1 point for Marquardt, 1 more free throw.
Thad, that previous possession, you saw Alex Caceres, nice rebound, and he was pushing it, which Thad wants him to do, but he was not careful enough, and got a little tip on the ball, and that led to the turnover.
Into traffic, and had the ball out wide of the hip, left room for the turnover forced by Eastern Washington. They take the lead by 1. First 20 minutes of play from the CU Event Center. 2nd game of the season for Colorado. 2 in the week here, Monday and a Saturday getting out of the gates for Colorado. Sebastian Bronchik down low, caught some foot tangle there. Down goes his defender, and the shot missed, and away it comes to the Eagles.
Yeah, he got off balance there.
Johnny Radford dribbling with it, a whistle, and the Buffaloes commit a foul. Going to be an inbound play down low for the Eagles.
I thought that Radford there really created that contact, went sideways into Caceres' body. Don't like that call at all.
That's 2 fouls for Felix Caceres. He's going to head out. Jalen Holland, freshman from New Mexico. Queen City Christian in Arizona. 15 minutes in his debut on Monday for Holland. He's in now.
Good trap up there by Hargis. Good pressure. And Rancic denying that ball really led to Marcotte catching that ball off balance. You're going to see here he's off balance, and he takes that extra step and drags that pivot foot.
Trying to unload that basketball against a 5 count, and the pressure from the Buffaloes way away from the basket forces the turnover. Pass inside, Malone kicks it out corner. Rancic hits the 3 from the corner. Buffaloes have it. They're up 6-4.
Really good pass there by Elijah Malone. He caught it and read the defense helping out, kicked it to that weak side for the open 3 for Rancic.
Work back up top. The Eagles off to a solid start. Gave up the 3. They trail by a pair now. Penetration inside, reverse that, and down goes the bucket. Down goes Kyrie Huey after his finish.
Good finish there by the big fella with his offhand underneath.
It was a pretty play underneath the rim. Rancic drops a pass down, slips it to Malone. Missed the shot. Had some denial there from Marquardt.
Don't like to see the big man double clutch like that.
Quick 3 goes up. Johnny Radford, graduate student, hits the deep ball.
And Holland did not get close enough, did not get a good challenge on that jumper. One pass, and they got a pretty good look from 3.
Alone McKaylee gets ready to check in on the opposite side, along with Isaiah Johnson, leading scorer from Monday. They're both waiting. Holland puts up a wing 3 from the right side. Too strong, missed it big.
We used to say somebody opened the barn door there, Thad. blew that shot over the hoop.
I lived in Indiana, Bloomington for 3 years, and all kinds of, I know the barn door type shooting there. Backboard's tacked up on Barnes. There's Rancic going to the basket. He'll draw a foul. Nice job by Sebastian to create something there. He'll be at the
8 of their 12 non-conference games away from home. That's the conundrum those colleges have, is when they don't have money to bring in teams, they got to go out and seek paychecks from other schools.
Sebastian Rancic puts down a free throw, and it's 9-7 now, back within 2. Subs are coming in. Crowd reacts to the sub-ins. Already Isaiah Johnson getting some response after his effort in the second half on Monday. Whistle, there was a clock problem here, the shot clock. Game clock too, maybe never started, so this is an official whistle. Eastern Washington 0-2 on the season. They've played at UCLA and at Loyola Marymount, losing to the Bruins by 6 on the road and by 8 to
Yeah, and UCLA
LMU.
was ranked number 12 in the country, so they must have had a pretty good showing out there in Pauley Pavilion.
Radford's going to put up another one. That was a 2. He's way short on that, just barely grazed the front iron. That's on the floor and out to Colorado. The Buffs have Isaiah Johnson and Alone McKaylee subbing in off of that timeout.
Yeah, Alone did not play on Monday with injury, so this is his first game for Colorado.
Alone from Israel, freshman, 6'9". In the left corner right now, he's got the ball here. Going to put one up. Ooh, well, I wanted to go with welcome to Boulder, but he rattled that one out. Offensive board for the Buffs. Nice look away pass in the corner. Too strong on the 3 is Johnson. Isaiah missed it.
2 excellent looks on that possession. Really good offense. Just didn't make the shots.
Love the offensive glass. Little ball fake there. Nice work underneath. Angelo Winkle, a senior from Iowa for Eastern Washington, earns himself some free throws.
Really good post up there by Winkle down low. Got a quick post up against a smaller defender and did what you're supposed to do. Took it right to the basket and used the shot fake to draw the foul.
3 guys gathered around him. Earns the stripe, misses the first free throw. Angelo Winkle has some pretty legit sneaker game at the line.
Sneaker game is better than that free throw look, I'll tell you that.
By a lot. It has nothing to do with the color scheme of his team either. He's just going there. Got to respect that. Second free throw, much better. Winkle makes the adjustment, puts one down, double digits now. The Eagles have 10 points. They're going to sub back in Kyrie Huey, number 15, big man in the middle. Huey, 6'9", graduate student out of Grayson, Georgia. He's back in.
4 grad students on their roster. Yeah, so they got a lot of experience.
An aged group with some youth on the other side. Buffalo's Josiah Sanders just handled it.
Yeah, the Buffs have 4 freshmen on the court right now.
Sanders gets it back now, trying to work it to McKaylee. He'll spin and score. Missed a 3 a moment ago. Alone, McKaylee. First bucket is above.
Real nice post move down there. Got his butt into the defender. Nice little jump hook over the top. I like that move.
Buffs put a little mid-court trap on, little pressure up there. Eastern Washington handles it.
You know, if you don't get a turnover from that press, it does make them use a little shot clock. Here they are down 10 seconds left on the shot clock already, and they really haven't gotten into their offense very well.
JoJo Anderson, number 22, is going to take the shot. Anderson hit it. Nice shot, rising up, putting it down.
You saw the defender there, McKaylee, didn't get up close enough, really about 5 feet off. Just rose up and shot it right over.
Buffs trail by 3. Isaiah Johnson offers it up, then puts it up and scores. Ball out wide to the left, made a nice little ball move there to finish the play.
He is so quick, Thad, and stronger than he looks like. He's not a big guy, only weighs about 170, but doesn't mind contact as he goes to the hoop.
Way ahead of his scoring pace, where he got 24 the other night. He scores here in the first half. Didn't do that on Monday, and then went off. Nice finish inside. Calm, controlled finish from Alton Hamilton, the 4th. Now quickly down, and there's the quickness you're talking about. Johnson right through the speed trap.
Here he is on the previous possession, getting Knights onto his strong left hand right to the hoop. Kiss it off the glass. And this last one, he's going to the line now. He crossed over here about 25 feet away, and he is so explosive with his quickness as he goes to the hoop. Earns a trip to the line.
Isaiah Moses picks up the foul, the other number 2. This number 2 for the Buffs knocks down the free throw. He hit 10 of 12 free throws, 10 out of 12 on Monday, part of his 24-point performance. Isaiah Johnson, as a high school senior last year, he averaged 26 points per game. And the stuff's easy. He almost put up 26 in his first collegiate.
Yeah, and he gets to the line because he is so quick. And Colorado had 39 free throw attempts on Monday. Anytime you get over 30, that's excellent offense. You're being aggressive to the hoop.
Yeah, you say the word aggressive, and that's what Isaiah Johnson talked about, the key on Monday. He said it himself and his teammates, his coaches, telling him to stay aggressive, stay aggressive. Paid off big in the second half. Buffs trying to deny inside, kick out outside, short on the shot. Rogers had it for a moment, but the offensive glass goes away. Buffs take it. Ronchik, 3. Got it for the Buffaloes. Colorado jumps on top by 2.
Nice trailer shot there for Ronchik. He was coming in right behind Johnson. Johnson pivoted, right-handed it right back to him. Really good look off the break.
Bangot Dak and Elijah Malone waiting at the table. They'll check in next chance. Colorado plays defense up by 2. Isaiah Moses, JoJo Anderson, another good shot. Same spot for JoJo Anderson.
He really gets up on his jumper too.
He does. Springy. Looking for a shot seam there. Work the ball around, right side low, and up. For the flush goes Alone McKaylee.
Nice spin move there. He felt the guy on his hip, spun around him, and yoked it right on the guy.
He found a way to get that over the rim. Looked like he was on the descent when he got his hands over the top of that and dunked it home right side. Tall, long ball will bounce off for Isaiah Moses. Buffs have it. Here comes Isaiah Johnson. Sebastian Ronchik spins, controls himself, and rolls it out. Flying through, offensive glass, up, and a foul. Good hustle play by Josiah Sanders. We'll go to a timeout before free throws for Sanders, who's on the floor, hopefully momentarily.
Good contact he took there.
Rebound play and fouled on the putback try. Now the missed first free throw from Josiah Sanders. One more for Sanders.
He really flew in from that wing to get that offensive rebound. That's a play you love to see as a coach and a fan, somebody crashing the boards like that.
UC Riverside team last year, 21-13 overall, 14-6 in conference, and 2 of their top talents featured here today on each side of the floor. 19-16, Colorado leads by 3. Hamilton, hands off. Moses gets it back on the back foot of the Buffs logo at center court. Floater with 7 seconds to shoot. That'll bounce away from Cole Scher. Scher missed the shot.
That was good execution by Eastern Washington, though. They got the shot they wanted.
Now a lost ball down low through the paint, and the Eagles pick it up. Chance to get back within one or tie it. A chance for a three there, but Alton Hamilton not going to fire that up. Left side, Dak defending. It's a little poke help from Malone, and now poked away. Ronchik was in there too.
A lot of size and length there for Colorado between those three. A lot of arms covering that lane.
Dak goes from deep, misses to the left side off the iron, and the Eagles have the rebound.
Probably not the shot coaches wanted over there. Just a one pass and a 22-footer.
Shot up. He liked it. Dak's going to rebound the miss by Alton Hamilton. He looked confident on that release, just missed a shot. Dak sailing in, and he maybe overshowed and underdelivered.
Yeah, a little too much mustard on that, wasn't it?
Wrist movement, ball spin, missed the shot. Wow, nice finish there. Count the basket for Isaiah Moses, and one.
Isaiah Moses is really quick, just like our guards, and he got a nice little shot floating off the glass there with a little hip contact from Sanders.
Josiah Sanders picks up his first foul. Buffs have committed 5 fouls, 4 for the Eagles. Moses will send one up, try to tie the score at 19. 9 minutes for Moses. He's got 5 points now with that free throw good. And we're even at 19.
In the first 2 games, he's been the leading scorer and the leading shot taker for Eastern Washington, taking about 15 shots per game.
Ian Inman in for the Buffaloes, number 0. Ian Inman just handled it up top. He gave it away. Now Malone tried to get it back to him. Had it deflected. Turnover by the Buffs.
4 turnovers now for CU.
Put up a 3. That's too strong. And trying to run it down. They kept it alive, but back into the Buffs. Now Dak gets a long pass forward. Inman lets it go from deep and hit the 3. Ian Inman, the freshman, knocks it down.
And he kicked it ahead, and then he followed his pass from the opposite side. That's a nice play by him. He went from about 40 feet and got that pass back and was wide open.
Yeah, good point. He was right in front of the Buffs bench fighting to get that ball loose from the Eagles. Trailed it well. Nice finish from Moses. Spinning shot. Gets him back within 1.
That's too easy. That's an easy spin move by Moses there. Ended up a wide open 8-footer.
Malone gets a feed from Ronchik. He's going to corner it now. 3 ball on the way, and he's hot. Ian Inman has a pair from deep.
You know, Ben, I was just going to say you'd rather see Elijah Malone finish that in the paint, but nice kick out, and it led to a 3-point shot, so I shouldn't probably complain about that.
They made it pay off. Kick out pass. Inman converts it. Drive, and wow, a speed finish heading toward the baseline. Isaiah Johnson heating up.
Probably a lot of them going at each other in practice last year, just like that.
Hargris to Dak. There, Bangot controlled himself nicely and finished.
Nice finish with the left hand off the glass. Buffs are getting it down quickly, getting it into their offensive area very quickly.
A couple times with the left hand finish for Bangot. Eagles feel the Buffs start to push themselves forward, including Ian Inman. A couple key threes, and Colorado trying to separate here in the first half. They won't now. Defense can't stop Cole Scher, who
local kid
drops one up
from Littleton.
Valor Christian High School. And a bump outside. Ronchik is fouled. That'll be on the floor. 5th foul committed by the Eagles. That one will send us to a stop. Looks like Stratton Rogers. Yeah, Rogers got his first foul. And the Buffs getting the freshman from Houston, Texas, Long Beach State, great 17-year run there in an NCAA tournament in 2024. McKaylee's going to go to the bucket and get us right back in action. Malone McKaylee puts it in.
And you can see he can score in a variety of ways. Back to the basket, driving, and we've seen him miss and take a 3, but good, skilled big man, especially for a freshman.
Yeah, like you said, first chance to see him. Isaiah Johnson got the crowd in his corner on game one. I think the crowd now loving what they're seeing from McKaylee from Israel. He's offensively been solid. And draw a foul shot. Tad Boyle is displeased with the call.
You see McKaylee here driving on the other end, just do the Euro step sideways like they do nowadays. And here's the shot fake that led to the contact. Boy, that's a tough call against pretty good defense there by Inman.
Inman picks up first foul, 3 free throws off of that. Ball don't lie, maybe. Johnny Radford missed the first.
An ode to Rasheed Wallace there, right? Ball don't lie.
Yeah, Tad Boyle was very not happy with the call. And when we looked at the replay, he seems to have seen it pretty accurately in the corner right in front of the Buffs bench. And a horn here and some confusion for Eastern Washington on the turnstiles, the traffic. They will send in Alton Hamilton, the fourth, shooting 2 here. So that was inside the 3-point arc. First free throw is no good. One more for Johnny Radford, just a 2-shot foul. And that one's good. 1 of 2 from the line. It's a 3-point game. Colorado has the lead. They've got the basketball.
So far, both teams shooting over 50%, so not seeing a lot of defense yet.
Inman, too strong that time. JoJo Anderson tries to tip it alive, and it will end up to Eastern Washington after Inman missed the deep shot. His first 3 miss on 3 tries today.
And what's interesting about Colorado, other than Elijah Malone and Hargress, almost everybody Colorado is playing is either a freshman or a sophomore.
Jalen Holland just saw on the floor. Isaiah Johnson. Alone McKaylee out on the ball right now. They got Dak in there along with Barrington Hargress. That's the 5 on the floor for Colorado. Marquardt gives it back to Johnny Radford. Now around to the left side. Anderson bounces out. Good denial here. Bucks keeping him outside. Deep shot with 3 to shoot. Offensive rebound, and Eastern Washington gets another opportunity. Banging his way in, Marquardt rolls it around and down, back within 1 point.
Nice jump hook there. He had a little bit of size advantage inside over Holland, and he took advantage of it.
Haley gives it away, sets a screen for Hargress, drives, spins it up, bounced off, no good, tapped around. Johnson there to take it for the Buffs. Deep ball, Holland, too strong. McKaylee, rebound foul by Alone McKaylee. And bonus free throws here. 7th foul by Colorado is going to send it the other way for Eastern Washington.
You know, that's going to lead to one-on-one situation here for Eastern Washington, but you never complain when your big man's going the offensive boards like that. You'll take fouls like that anytime when you got aggressive pursuit of an offensive rebound.
2nd foul committed by Alone McKaylee. And it's 1-and-1 here. Alton Hamilton, the 4th out of Fontana, California, junior. Played at Lewis Clark State College. Now for Eastern Washington, he'll hit the first free throw. And the game's tied at 29. Elijah Malone back in for Colorado, replacing McKaylee. Malone takes the low right block. Then got Dak across from him.
McKaylee has played well, though.
Yeah. For the lead here for the Eagles, and they've got it. 2 free throws down. You said it, they played UCLA well. Colorado got a good test from Montana State on Monday. Another good first half test here from Eastern Washington. Like you said, the defenses, both sides, maybe could be a little stiffer here, but it's well contested at 30-29. Hargress works his way to a shot, rolled away, flat-footed rebound for Kyrie Huey. Travel on a fake attempt against Dak. Hamilton shuffled.
And here you're going to see him. So let's see if he moves that left foot pivot foot. Well, I don't know. That's a tough call, I think, against him there. It looked like he kept his pivot foot down.
Colorado approaching 2.5 minutes since they scored last. Dak straight on, won't shoot it. Trying to find his way to something here. He's going to kick it away left side. Back to Bangot, has himself some room, and again overspun it. Just too much spin on the ball. Dak misses from point blank.
Not going to get a better shot than that.
Got a whistle, and it's JoJo Anderson holding his left arm or left wrist maybe on the far side after that miss. A whistle came. JoJo Anderson.
And he's gone to the end of the bench to see the trainer over there.
Oh, injury issue, so hopefully JoJo's going to be able to work that back quickly. Eastern Washington had the possession. Got an injury whistle. 4:44 and counting to go in the first. Buffs got up by 4 a moment ago. Now the Eagles have reeled them in, taking the lead back, trying to extend on a 1-point advantage. Underneath, good defense there. Malone didn't leave anywhere to go with that ball. Buffs have it. Corner, Johnson stutter step to get to a set, and he missed the shot. That's out of bounds.
He rushed that shot a little bit. He had time to gather there better.
Yeah, his lower half wasn't with him, and he wanted to shoot it, but didn't have himself collected.
See, Bangot Deck was behind that rebounder there, kind of deflected it off the Eastern Washington player.
No foul on the play, just an out-of-bounds touch. The Eagles trying to sub a guy in, couldn't get it done. Came running on, no horn sounded. That was Tyler Powell trying to get back in. He's stuck on the side. Up top, step around, kick it back. Hargris steps in and shoots, missed it short. Moses, easy rebound.
Well, it's been about 4 minutes now since Colorado scored.
Yeah, tick-tock, tick-tock. Clock rolling along, stuck on 29 points. Fling it up. That shot from low down around the belt line goes down. Isaiah Moses started that shot from way low and flung it up. Didn't look great.
Yeah, he doesn't have textbook motion, does he?
No, but that was nothing but net. However it works, count it. Ronchik drops a pass low. Good drop down to Josiah Sanders, who quickly finishes. Key for Sanders, no time to think about that. You got to catch and go as a smaller guy down below the rim, and he got it in. Breaks that long drought for the Buffs. 3.5+ minutes of no points for Colorado.
Eastern Washington is really moving the ball well here in the first half.
Like their energy. They've been hustling on a lot of loose balls too. Little regard for self. This one's poked away. Buffs have it. Hargris runs it up. Lifts up and puts it down right side. Lays it in to tie the game at 33.
That's where deflections are so important on defense. You don't have to steal it, just get a deflection, and it usually ends up in the defense's hands.
There's a nice finish left side by Huey over Malone. Whistle and time called by Eastern Washington as the Eagles get a basket from Huey. Down low, go back up by 2, and they'll call for a stop with 2:45 to go. Moses
picking up the defense, tightening the screws, and bringing that shooting percentage down.
So many new faces on a roster. You know, it's non-conference time, always a time for development and progress. Comparing half 1 of game 1 to half 2 of game 2, some similarities the Buffs will need to talk about at halftime. Had a great second half. Competitive second half on Monday. Did that last year against this same team here. Blew out Eastern Washington in the second half a year ago. We'll see how this first half ends. Shot missed. Whistle, foul on the rebound. Malone whistled off the shot missed by Ronchik.
And that's going to put Eastern Washington back to the free throw line.
Second foul for Elijah also. Back to the stripe. Eastern Washington will be shooting at least their 10th free throw of the first half, and if they make one, they'll shoot another. Buffs have been to the line 8 times, 5 of 8 from the stripe. Eagles are 7 of 9, and this one coming up from Kyrie Huey, who was fouled on the rebound.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is not how you draw it up in basketball camp, I tell you right.
Yeah, free throw mechanics there, not textbook. And it resulted in a clang off the front iron. Obviously, Kyrie Huey not the guy they're preferring to have at the line. That pass tipped away. Tyler Powell has it on the run. Corner to Moses, spins. Now shoots, over pressure. Isaiah Johnson was right in his face.
First rebound of the season right there for Sebastian Rancic.
He'll get it back up top, driving on Hamilton, kicks it to the corner. Isaiah Johnson up, too strong. Rancic grabs it, another rebound for him. Hargress from deep, he'll cash that one in.
Excellent offensive rebound there and kick back out. That's usually when you get good three-point looks, is when you get offensive rebounds, the defense is in the lane, and you're wide open back out of the three-point line.
Sometimes rebounds come in bunches. We'll see if Sebastian Rancic now tallies a handful here. He's playing defense isolated with Hamilton, who spins and scores. Nicely done by Alton Hamilton.
I can tell you this, Eastern Washington must work on the jump hook, because we've seen about 5 of them here in the first half. Excellent low post play.
That was a go-to shot for the Eagles. Down goes a defender, kick out. Rancic is good from deep off of the give back from Josiah Sanders.
You're right, he drove into the paint and looked back over his left shoulder, and there was Rancic all alone back on the same side.
Full share. Denver metro area got some hands on, and Rancic's going to get whistled here, and the Buffs are going to pick up their 9th foul.
Well, there wasn't much contact there. If we see a replay here, he wasn't really pushing the guy. There's the kick back out on the previous side by Sanders. All alone is Rancic on the right wing. And that right there is why Rancic might have a long career after college, because a big man that can shoot like that is always in demand.
Sebastian at 6'11", his listing. 6 feet 11 inches, the sophomore, shooting like that from deep. First free throw good for Alton Hamilton. He's listed at 6'9", by the way. Sebastian still gathering some feedback, or giving some feedback on that last call. Okay, fine, homer or whatever, but that's, you mentioned it, that's 3 calls I can think of that were pretty minimal contact.
Yeah.
Buffs have 9 fouls now.
And that's why we have had so many free throws here in the first half. They're tight, calling it tight here today so far.
Just an observation, not a, tells you how it's getting. 10 points for Rancic. Inbound it back into the backcourt. Picked up and dribbled forward by Barrington Hargress.
20 seconds left here, and you look for Colorado to take a shot with probably under 5 left on the shot clock.
They execute this, they go to the halftime locker room no worse than tied. Switch the defenders here, up comes Cole Share on Hargress. Now into motion go the Buffs. And whistle, and no shot there, that one won't count. Crowd groans as it's whistled dead before that. Elijah Thomas on the foul. That's only the 6th foul committed by the Eagles, so smart stuff from Eastern Washington.
Yeah, a foul to give, and now the Colorado has 6 seconds. No shot clock back on anymore. Colorado can execute here and get something good out of this time, out of bounds play.
By design, they give up the foul. Inman drives it back forward, lays it up and rolls it down. Buffs go up by 2, and there's the horn to cap the first half. Colorado gets the 2-point conversion. Bounds. By the way, he led everybody in rebounds. He had 4, not a huge number, but Rogers, number 12 in red, had the high rebound mark with 4 boards in the first half, and he's listed as a 6'5" graduate student guard.
You know, Thad, I was worried that my hair looked good, and I just shot from that shot we saw there, and my hair looked great. So
you liked it?
I'm like, yeah.
You were pleased? Lob it up and throw it down. Alley-oop opens the offense of the second half. Dak flushes it.
Good energy by Colorado, getting that transition going. When they get up the floor that quickly, good things happen.
Barrington Hargress tossed it up, gets the assist and the throw down, and now the Buffs create some distress and the turnover. Scoring leaders you see on your screen, the 12 for Moses, clearly pacing the Eagles in the first half. A bunch of guys with 4 after that. Elijah Malone gets stuck a little bit in the paint. He'll try to get it back to Dak, who will gather it up in the corner. And Malone cycles it back out to Rancic. Hargress eyes a deep ball, steps inside, shoots for 2 and hits.
We had the big man on skates there, as we like to say, because the big man was backpedaling, and there's just so tough when you're a big man with a quick guard coming at you like that. You tend to drip back and you leave a wide open jumper.
Dak and Caceres, Rancic, Hargress, Malone out there to start the second half. So the same 5 who started the game are back out for the Buffs. Out it goes, staying with the visiting team, the Eagles. How about this oop to get it going on offense?
Here's the deflection. Hargress gets it on the steal, and he throws a nice alley-oop to Bengat Dak. But it doesn't even have to be very accurate with Dak. You just throw it anywhere up in that general vicinity, he'll go get it.
Yeah, with that reach, he can go clean up a lob and throw it down. Good feed from Hargress. Reverse. Dak with the length right there. Smothers the shot. Denies that from Johnny Radford. Down goes Ranchik. Missed the dunk. He wants a foul call. And he does get the foul call. And officials looking at him saying, hang on, give me time to blow my whistle. We got you.
It was late, but it was accurate, the call. And you see Dak, he didn't block it. He basically caught that shot. And on the other end, you saw Ranchik go strong to the hoop. I'd really like to see him finish through that contact, make the bucket as well.
The first foul of the second half. Sebastian Ranchik, one free throw, good. Tony Padilla, Grant Jeffries, and Wasey Lim, the officials today, thanks to our 3 referee crew today. Sebastian Ranchik has 11 points now. He hits this one. He's even for game high honors with the Eagles. Isaiah Moses, they both have a dozen.
Colorado with a quick 6-0 start here to the second half.
Buffs jump out by 8.
You see a different guy guarding Moses now. We got Caceres guarding him, which is a lot more length and size on top of that guy instead of Barrington Hargress.
Largest lead of the game right here for Colorado. They're going to try to deny offense. Going to get a whistle and foul call that will go against Felix Caceres. 2 free throws for the Eagles.
When you see Moses here just basically throw his body into Caceres, it's a tough call. He's got his hands up high. He's giving up ground. I don't know what else you can do on defense there when the offensive player just throws his body into you like that.
Yeah, and even for throwing his body and not a lot of contact, Caceres responded well and cleared himself out a little bit. Moses rolls one down, free throw good, one more. Caceres going to head out. 3 fouls for Felix Caceres. He's got 3, and it's Jalen Holland in for the Buffs.
Yeah, and he's had a tough day so far. Felix is 2 minutes and 30 seconds in the first half, got 2 fouls, and here we are 2 minutes into the second half. He gets his 3rd.
Dak is pestered on the rebound of the miss free throw by Moses. Whistle and a block. Holland will draw the foul as he accelerated left side toward the rim.
And you can see Colorado's making a real emphasis to push the ball up the court quickly, throwing it ahead here. You saw that drive on the best baseline. Defense trying to cut him off. Tough call there. Could have gone either way.
Radford will pick it up. Second foul for Johnny Radford. Buffs have 20 on the shot clock, taking some time out high between the circles. Sebastian Ranchik missed the 3 off the back iron. Offensive glass. Holland had it. Hargress drives right side. And up and under. He'll scoop that in. Barrington Hargress scores right side.
Good footwork there. Step through, opens up some space, and made a nice shot off the glass.
Scoop shot down for Hargress. Barrington, he has double digits, 11 points. Enjoyed the halftime interview feature with voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, and Barrington Hargress, shedding light on, among other things, the origins of his name, leaning in and finishing. That shot will go down for Alton Hamilton. Hamilton is Alton Hamilton the 4th, IV the 4th, and he wears number 4. He jawed a little bit after that bucket. Fans might remember that. Radford here is knocked down by Elijah Malone, and Elijah has 3 fouls. That foul to Malone for the Buffs.
And you're going to see him stick his right shoulder here out a little bit. Yeah, that's definitely moving. He was moving slightly to his right and definitely leaning that shoulder into the defender. He was a bit incredulous at the call, but I think that was actually the correct call.
And it's a turnover by the Buffs on the offensive foul. Out goes Elijah Malone. Malone, McKaylee is in for Colorado. Moses shot. Wow, nice shot there. Clean, knocks it down.
He does a good job of dribbling into little crevices and finding space.
Dak drives down the lane again. A lot of wrist rotation as he gets to his release. Missed it by a lot. Good finish left side. Contested. Stratton Rogers gets that down. Eagles right back to it. Buffs were up by 8. Their largest lead trimmed back to 3 now by the Eagles. Argyris reaches to keep that from bouncing over to Tad Boyle on the sideline.
Eastern Washington, kind of a 3-2 or 1-2-2 zone defense.
Dak spins. Puts it up over Hamilton, who will rebound the miss.
Dak's having a tough day from the field. Just 2 for 7 now. And all shots close to the hoop, except for 1-3.
Step back. 9 consecutive points from Eastern Washington. Isaiah Moses drains a 3. We're tied at 49 on this 9-0 run.
Just when you thought the Buffs were going to pull away, Eastern Washington comes right back at them.
And they got that lead up to 9, did the Buffs. I was thinking 8, but they added a free throw on that. Dak going to try it again. He will miss the shot. And again, Hamilton has the rebound. Bang got 2 for 8 from the floor. Hamilton just kind of sagged off him, let him miss it, and easily grabbed the rebound. 4th board. Moses. Wow, nice finish, working to the left side of the rim, reverses it back up to score.
He's got 20 already.
Yow. Steamrolling down the right side of the lane. In comes McKaylee. He'll be fouled on the way to the basket. Foul there. Ford won't do it here. He misses the first free throw, and another one coming for McKaylee.
I think that's his first free throw of his college career, and it looked like it.
Yep. A lot of iron on that one.
Didn't look like he felt comfortable there.
5 for more Twine on this. And he overcorrected, left it short. Rebound is ricocheted over into the hands of Huey.
If Colorado's going to win this game, they're going to have to play better defense, because so far here in the second half, it's even been worse than the first half.
Not pretty on this side of the ball for Colorado. Moses has been a big problem. He's got 20 points, missed the shot, and offensive rebound. Fought for. Holland is going to pick up the foul for Colorado, and that whistle to Jalen Holland. That's his first personal, each team with 3 fouls in the second half. Side inbound. Tyler Powell will trigger over or around Holland.
Colorado switching more of the screens now. You see Moses being guarded by Ronchik.
Trying to drive around the big man. Corner, trouble. Powell tries to bounce it off Holland, missed him, and the Buffs forced the turnover. Chance to tie. Up goes the shot, down goes the bucket. It's Sebastian Ronchik on the finish.
And there's Colorado turning defense into offense. That turnover created that fast break opportunity, and Colorado jumps into a 1-2-2 zone full-court press.
51 all. Bradford bounces it back outside. Powell now works it up to the top. Ronchik jumps that pass, lurking there, and out it'll go. Last touch by Sebastian. Good hustle play. That's more like the defense you want to see.
Yeah, good energy to get around the post guy there. Colorado, I noticed in the first half, was just playing behind the post-up guys, and sometimes you got to get around in front or deny if they're scoring on you too much.
Chair damage over there from Ronchik. He'll head out to the side. Tad Boyle receives him as chairs are reassembled along the sideline. Across from the Eastern Washington bench. Inbound from that other corner. Up comes Moses. Two seconds to shoot. It's up in time, hits the iron. Dak has a high rebound over the top of Huey. He'll kick it out. Sanders runs it down, scores it, and one.
Another good defense to offensive transition play by Colorado. Got the rebound, and Dak kicked it ahead. Sometimes the simplest kick-aheads like that lead to great offense. You see here, takes one dribble, kicks it ahead, and lets Isaiah Sanders do the work to finish that play.
Yeah, it's a good decision. You've got Isaiah Moses on the run, but he's on roller skates right there himself, on his heels, trying to deal with downhill offense. yields the foul and the basket. Buffs won't get the and one. Ball's loose, tipped around. Dak grabs it. Colorado up by 2. Chance to extend on that off the offensive glass on a free throw miss. 10 seconds to shoot. Corner, Dak. Fake, goes up, floats that one in, gets it to go down. Ben got Dak 7 points in the game.
Must be fun to have that kind of leaping ability and be able to change your mind in the air.
And on the other side, there's some rim rattling from Kyrie Huey, the grad student, 6'9", on the finish. You talk about the athleticism. Dak listed at 6'11", and he can do all that up in the air. Velvety movements.
Kind of forced that play, did Holland.
Yeah, missed that, clanged it off of the near side iron on the right side as he approached. Easy board down to his knees and touching the end line. Kept the dribble. Did Alton Hamilton. Didn't travel, but he touched the end line.
I think his left hand went out of bounds.
Harlem Globetrotters style down to the knees.
Yep, there's left hand went out of bounds, and you call that the inside pivot move. I remember working on that a lot. Square up and go.
Thanks to Scott Ferrier and Eric Poloni leading our Buff Vision crew today, producer and director respectively. Pass deflected inside, and it's taken away by Eastern Washington. Turnovers now 7 for Colorado. 8 committed by Eastern Washington. Looking for a shot, going to get one away, but nope, whistle, and that's going to be a foul on the floor before the shot. No free throws here, but a timeout on the floor. Colorado leading by support, whatever you got. So I get a voicemail, that kid gets a courtside hug. When the pain wears off, he'll appreciate that more.
And he created a new stat on the stat sheet. 1 kiss on the head.
Yeah. Kick out, nice look out to an open shooter, and that will pay off. Nicely done to get it out to Emmett Marquardt, hits the 3.
Good offense there by Eastern Washington, inside out. Drew the defense in and then kicked it back out to the shooter.
On top go the Eagles by 1. Saris to Dak. 3 up and good, and the second half work of Isaiah Johnson, perhaps that opens his ledger.
Good offense by Colorado, similar kind of play. Kicked it into Ben got Dak, drew the defense in, and kicked it to the weak side for the open 3.
Working low. Wow, tough finish from Huey. He puts that down.
He's been good today.
Yeah. Kyrie Huey, a grad student. You can see the maturity or the veteran nature of him. Dak hit the front iron with that. He was fouled on his way to the finish.
You're going to see Ben got Dak here on the replay. Get the ball in the paint and kicks it to the weak side. Isaiah Johnson all alone over there. That's exactly where you're supposed to look if you're a big man and you get it in. Look to the weak side, opposite where the ball came from.
Foul for the Eagles. Emmett Marquardt has 2 fouls now. 5th foul committed by Eastern Washington. Buffs have 4 fouls against them as a team. Dak gets the first free throw. Elijah Malone checks in for Alone McKaylee. Malone for Alone, and Barrington Hargress waiting to enter the game. See if Dak can put this down. Quick release from Dak. He got it. 1 quick dribble, put it up and missed the free throw. Buffs go up by 1.
Buffs are only 8 for 15 from the free throw line today.
Not good. Hamilton on the wing, gonna dribble it around, give it to Rogers. 30 points is the career high by Moses. He has 20 right now. High 3 and 33 hit that. Points back to Moses, who gave him the ball. Marquardt another 3.
And that was not bad defense. Felix Caceres was right there, tight. Good hand challenge, but nice release up high.
Up goes Ranchik, and he'll miss that. Sebastian Ranchik is off. And the rundown by Scher, backside help, the cleanup on the back of that. Eastern Washington, Stratton Rogers is there.
And Ben got Dak did not get back. He should have had that rebound. He did not hustle back well enough on that defensive possession.
Another board for Rogers plus a basket. He's got 5 rebounds. He and Hamilton lead the Eagles with 5 each. Ranchik corner. Caceres trying to work that right side, looking inside for Malone. Now it's Sebastian pulling back and hitting the shot.
It's just, if Colorado's going to play any defense, it's going to decide if they're going to win this game or not today.
Moses starting to distribute now, finds Hamilton, left that one way short. Bouncing rebound is picked up on the run. Caceres slows it down, controls it, and scores.
Felix Caceres reminds me so much physically of Nick Clifford and the way he uses his length on the floor.
Now a timeout called for Eastern Washington. The game goes back to even at 63 with just over 9 to go. On Monday on 5 of 11 shooting. Right now he's got 11 points on 5 of 8 shooting in nearly 21 minutes of time on the floor. Starting at guard, Barrington Hargress, one of the new names, faces to get to know, will be a big piece of the Buffs plan this year. Tipped out of bounds, and the Eagles are going to have 15 seconds to shoot. On Monday, Scott, there were 9 ties and 10 lead changes. Today, 12 ties and 13 lead changes back and forth. Malone gets one that goes over the top. Elijah runs it all the way down, and one hand delivers it off the glass down for the Buffs, up by 2.
Smart move, I think, for going for the layup instead of the dunk, because as a big man running like that, he would have had to probably slow down a little to gather for the dunk, and instead the layup, he could do it right in stride.
Yeah, crowd kind of went, oh, we wanted something else, but Malone wanted 2 points, and that was the key mission on the finish.
See Colorado trying to pick up their energy on the defensive end. The Eagles have shot 10 for 15 field goals here in the second half.
Workaround defense. Buzzer on the shot clock went off after the shot went up. Angela Winkle missed it. Buffs can go up by 2 possessions here.
Good decision here to slow it up and set it up.
Cheek up top, looking down in low to Malone. He'll bounce it to him, across the free throw line, turns, shoots, and missed it. You said trying to crank up the defensive intensity. I bet the huddle was a lot about that in the timeout.
Yeah.
How we're going to win down the stretch.
Yeah, their offense has been plenty good. Only 7 turnovers today. They're shooting over 50%, but the defense has not been what it needs to be.
Good pressure on the ball, forces a throwaway. Johnson works through defense, missed the shot. Hamilton put a dribble down that was dangerous. Hamilton bounced it once under the rim, but kept on to it. 65-63 Buffs lead.
Saw the Buffs double team the post, and that led to that turnover. Here they come again.
Thomas for 3, nice release, hit that shot. Elijah Thomas knocks down his first shot of the game.
And a nice kick out by the big man Winkle from diagonal kick across to the open shooter.
Now Thomas, who's got fresh legs, hasn't played much. He's out there bouncing around on defense. Inside from behind, Winkle got it once. He'll get it again, and this time he'll foul Caceres. Foul for Angela Winkle will be free throws for Colorado guy. Montana up at the top. Northern Colorado in the mix up in the top 3, but this team slotted 8th out of 10 in the preseason polling, and I think between the UCLA result and what they're doing today, it would appear their stock is rising above maybe the expectations of this season. And I would say some of that, you know, like having a Tad Boyle for the Buffs, having a Dan Monson on your sideline, you can't overlook that for sure. There's some wins right there.
Buffs again using the press, trying to create some havoc, but Eastern Washington has handled it pretty well.
Felix Caceres, nice job getting the 2 free throws down, needed those, and Buffs tilt back on top by 1. Hamilton just creates enough space eventually against Ronchik and puts it away.
That's probably still a weakness of Ronchik, is post defense. He just doesn't have the strength to really hold his ground against bigger players like that.
Malone now tangling up with Hamilton, trying to work the right blocks. And he spins off of the defense. Nice work. Heading left, went right and finished.
Good job on the drop step there. He got the guy leaning into the lane and just stepped back against him. Used the glass nicely. That's a good move by Elijah Malone.
4 points for Elijah, 2 of 4 from the floor in 20 minutes of action. Malone McKaylee is going to check back in for the Buffs as he limbers up in front of the score table. Again, the double team in the left corner over there. They'll find Powell, who will lift up a three, banged it out as the shot clock came down. A couple good minutes put in here by Elijah Thomas, gets an offensive board for the Eagles.
Yeah, he was over the top of Isaiah Johnson. Isaiah Johnson give up a lot of size on that rebound.
Long cross-court sling. Powell's going to shoot again. He's too strong on that one. More offensive glass, was down there on the floor, but it's bouncing away from Hamilton. Good hustle from Hamilton, just couldn't corral it out of bounds to the Buffaloes.
You see Elijah Malone on the previous possession. 2 dribbles in and then drop step. Really good move there. I like that footwork by Elijah Malone. And he's going to get a break here as McKaylee comes back into the game.
Changes in for Eastern Washington. Looked like Emmett Marquardt just came on the floor, and Johnny Radford is out there. Marquardt, Radford, Huey, Thomas, and Moses, the 5 on the floor for the Eagles. Sanders has it at the right elbow. Bounced it away from himself, and McKaylee has it. Johnson, Hargress, and Ronchik, the guys out there for the Buffs. And it's McKaylee who will put it down.
He's an experienced freshman, though. He's played a lot of basketball in his career already. Nice post move. Kind of a half jump hook there in the lane.
Yeah, some refinement to his offensive game in those sets when he gets opportunities to create with the ball. Playing D right now. Bounces it away from Huey, who lost it. Up, blocked, big foul, and bodies to the floor as Barrington Hargress worked the finish.
That was good hustle back by number 5. Is it 5 or 15? This is number 5 for Eastern Washington. That's Thomas. You would think that Hargress, with his point guard speed, would have got away from him, but he hustled back well.
Elijah Thomas, just mentioned too, he's had some hustle plays, some rebounds. Hasn't had a lot of minutes here. He's now on 9 minutes played, but just recently checked in, got his first shot, hit a 3. Has those 3 points, a rebound, and some disruption with his play. There he committed the foul. He gets a miss from Hargress.
Buffs
off his hustle.
Buffs shooting just 55% from the free throw line. They struggled in the first half on Monday, but they shot well down the stretch of that game and ended up 27 out of 39 on Monday.
Second free throw will bounce around. 1 of 2 for Hargress, and a sub in for the Buffs is Felix Caceres replacing Barrington Hargress.
That's a defense to offense sub right there. Hargress probably come back in for offense, and they get a chance to put him back in. Felix with his length can be very troublesome.
He's down to the floor, lost his feet. Filling in was McKaylee, nicely jumping over. And there's a hold foul. Caceres is going to get that for the Buffs. And that is going to be 4 fouls for Felix Caceres.
But I like the fight there. He was really fighting that post up, trying to fight around front. Can't fault the effort there.
5th foul for Colorado. The Eagles have committed 7, so bonus is in effect. Colorado will be shooting free throws. Out goes Felix Caceres with 4 fouls, and Jalen Holland is in.
Felix only played about 10 minutes today. Has been in foul trouble the whole ball game.
Yeah. Moses trying to find more offense. Floats one up. Tough finish, falling away on the right baseline. Teardrops it in.
He's a willing shooter, isn't he?
Yeah.
He gets them up.
He shot 15 times today, hit 9 of those. Deep ball, Johnson, yeah, for 3.
Freshman not afraid of the moment.
Isaiah Johnson. Second game as a Buff, second game in double figures. He's got 10.
Good show there by McKaylee.
Quick release into the corner from the man on the move. Elijah Thomas fed that down to the corner and got the hit. Radford knocked down the shot. Now a foul here with the reach from Emmett Marquardt. Foul for the Eagles. That'll go to a timeout before free throws for the Buffs.
They have only 7 turnovers, 13 assists, So everything on offense looks pretty good. It's the defensive end that has been the issue here for Colorado.
Free throws have been tough, and they continue to be that. Alone McKaylee is now 0 for 3 from the stripe. He's missed all 3 of his free shots. Try it again, leading by 2. Better on that one, pure there. McKaylee with 9 points now, 1 of 4 from the line. Buffs lead by 3.
Fields Caceres back in to try and bother the point guard here, Moses, who's really had his way today.
Hamilton working his way lower and lower there. McKaylee trying to shut him down. Tad Boyle is again uncertain about that call. Everybody in the house thought it was a travel.
Yeah, Hamilton really looked confused. Let's see if his left foot moves here. No, it was a good move.
Yeah.
It wasn't a travel, but he really didn't know what he wanted to do down there.
Yep, fortunate to get out of that one. He's fouled by McKaylee, who's got 3 fouls now. Buffs have committed 6, so the next one being 7. That means everybody's in the bonus range now down the stretch of this one.
Hamilton is a solid post player. Got 13 now, 7 rebounds. Good post player.
And he does his job at the line. When they need those, he gets them. 14 points in the game for Alton Hamilton. Timeout for the Buffs with Colorado possessing the ball. NCAA tournament status. Buffaloes go back to action out of their timeout. Colorado trying to get their 6th win in 6 all-time meetings with Eastern Washington, leading by 1. Kick it for a 3, and that's going to hit the bottom of the net. Felix Caceres.
Really good inside-out play by Colorado. They got the ball in the post to Rancic. He took a dribble. The defense collapsed, and he kicked it out for the good look for Caceres.
Now the crowd coming alive. Good pass. There's that guy again, Hamilton. Great look down low. He finds Stratton Rogers.
Isaiah Johnson really fell asleep on the weak side there.
That will be some film conversation, post-analysis for the Buffs. Trying to win this one late. Whistle, no basket. Blocking foul was before the shot. It will be bonus free throws, but not on the shot.
Here's the ball, gets in the post to Rancic. A nice kick out there to Caceres, who was ready to shoot when he caught it, and he knocked it down like you're supposed to.
Tad Boyle just told 3 of his assistants, go sit down. 4 of us are over here complaining about that call. We probably shouldn't do it that way. He said, everybody clear out, go back to your seats. And now Tad continues the conversation. Thought that was on the shot. Kaylee's shooting 1 and 1. He'll earn the 2nd.
He's a really good offensive player for a guy his age. I think he's 19 as a freshman. But, you know, the guys come from Europe, and they just played more basketball than a lot of Americans at that age. They've been in that pro league in Israel for a couple years already.
To a 4-point lead go the Buffs. 2 are clean from Alone McKaylee. Good trip to the stripe. Right side against McKaylee. There's a foul against McKaylee defending Hamilton. They're going to Hamilton heavily here down the stretch. He'll get free throws.
Yeah, and you're going to see him get the ball in the post, and you see a hand in the back there. That's what the foul is. And he pushed with his left hand, actually pushed him off balance. But prior to him catching the ball, they ran a play for him. They ran a screen away to bring him to the ball. So they're going to him here late in the game. He's the go-to guy, I guess, tonight.
4th foul for Alone McKaylee. 1 and 1. Won't be a second, and McKaylee gets the rebound. Redemption on the rebound on the miss of that free throw.
Sometimes it's who makes shots late in the ball game, and here Colorado scored a couple times, and Eastern Washington hasn't.
11 points, 3 boards for Alone McKaylee. Rancic tried to find somebody, got himself in the air and threw it away.
They're better off jump stop and shoot the ball right there. He had a good look from 10 feet.
.77. Eagles looking for a bucket. Under a minute and a half to go. That one ricochets back out to Moses. in their offensive guy. He's going to give it away to the corner. He's hit some big threes. He's got another one. It is Emmett Marquardt, third time today that he's hit a big shot from deep.
Good pass to the weak side there, and he was not hesitating. Marquardt ready to shoot the ball when he caught it. What you're doing if you're involved with a team, it's always more fun when you're winning.
Under 1 minute, Barrington Hargress dribbling up top. Probes the left side, now back through the lane. Hargress dribbling a path all over the place down there. Caceres gives it away, back to Hargress. 7 seconds to shoot. He leans back and puts it down. Barrington Hargress.
Took a lot of body contact too, but was able to stay on balance enough to finish that shot in the lane.
14 points on 6 of 9 shooting. Big bucket there from Hargress. Moses, his previous teammate, answers it. The two UC Riverside guys featured here under 1 minute to go. 83-82 after the shot goes to 24 points for Isaiah Moses.
That was not an easy shot. Very difficult. You know, they can hold it, but look for Eastern Washington to try and create something. If not, they might foul at some point.
Both teams have hit their last 5 shots. Each team 5 of their last 5. They get it in. Across the line goes Hargress. Racing ahead of defense. Ron Cheek, he's going to hold it back. That's the call, is we don't have to shoot this. And Sebastian's going to absorb the foul. 10th team foul. That one goes against Marquardt, who's got 3 fouls. And again, 10 now, double bonus for the Buffs.
Ronchik has a chance here to make it a 3-point margin so they can't lose the next possession. Big free throws here. Maybe some of the biggest free throws he's shot in his young career.
19.1 to go. Sebastian at the line today, 3 for 4. Hit the first one. He's 4 of 5 from the stripe. Team high is 17 points now for Ronchik, and he needs this next one.
And if you like good shooting form, he's got perfect shooting form at the line. Nice follow through, gets a nice rotation on the ball.
Vangot Dak just checked in for Elijah Malone. Shot up and good. Ronchik hits them both. Up by 3, 19 seconds to go. 8 of 14 today. The Eagles on threes. They've hit 8 out of 14.
The age-old question, do you foul or let him get a 3-point off?
Got to get to that corner. Going to try to throw a shot up. Marquardt grabbed it, rushed it. Now the Eagles still possess after the grab and the miss. Moses throws up a 3 and a hit it. He's got 27 points. This game's tied at 85.
That's the old question, you know, do you take a foul, make him shoot 2 free throws? Instead, they played sound straight-up defense and ahead to somebody like Ronchik here right in front of us. Otherwise, someone's going to have to get something off on them dribble, and probably going to be like a long shot.
No timeouts for the Eagles. 1 for Colorado. They get it to Sebastian Ronchik for the win. Overtime.
Got a pretty good look there on the right side.
To the center circle. Elijah Malone back into jump with Alton Hamilton, and Malone's going to win that one. Buffs have the first possession of overtime.
Still in the zone defense is Eastern Washington.
Hargress has had a good day today. Ronchik missed the 3 at the horn. It was a tough one. He'll miss this 3, and there's a backside offensive rebound, and Felix Caceres.
Felix Caceres, he plays guard, but he is a long 6'6". You see the, you know, he's a tough guy to blocks out. I just love his kind of multi-skilled game that he has. So he's had a tough day today with foul trouble, but when he's in there, he's such a good defender, and you see a good offensive rebound for a guard.
Johnny Radford now has 3 fouls for the Eagles. He committed that one. Front iron, and the free throw struggles are real. Missed that with Caceres.
Buffs have missed 10 free throws from the line.
Made 16 and missed 10. And they're in overtime. Got the second. Good there by Caceres.
Buffs have called off the zone press here, just one-on-one now. Up
by 1 playing defense. spin and head to the basket. Moses couldn't get separation, brings it back out, drops it to Hamilton. Malone guarding him one-on-one. Hamilton spins through. Rancic helps out, blocks the shot, and grabs the loose ball.
Hamilton got away with a hook there, but good help defense by Rancic from the weak side.
That's poked across the line, touched by the Eagles.
Still 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Barrington Harder has tracked it down. Now 9-8 to shoot. Caceres. Ooh, that's a fifth foul. Fifth foul for Felix Caceres, who got into his defender, Moses.
Radford did a pretty good, Moses did that's not a good call. He was definitely moving, sliding to his right. Saw on the replay, you can see he's moving, sticks his, no, there's no extension. Tough call on Caceres. He's had several today, but didn't go his way.
That's a foul out call, tough one for Felix Caceres. And a turnover, Eagles get it back down by 1. Caceres played 14 minutes, foul trouble today, kept him limited in minutes, 8 points, 5 rebounds for Caceres, who will watch the rest of overtime. Moses stutters, hesitates, floats, bounced it off, no good, rebound. There he is again, man. Heavy on the board, Stratton Rogers, hardworking Eagle.
He beat got back to the rebound there.
Pass deflected up toward the rim, and now trying to rip it away. Rogers was trying to fight off. Now he bumps and he's teed up. He bumped Isaiah Johnson. He's going to object, but he did it. Guilty as charged.
He may have been retaliating. I don't know. Isaiah may have got the first one in. But you're going to see him go over the back here. That's a foul. And he gives a little shove. That's the first one. And he gives another one. I guess he earned that tee.
Kept up the dialogue and drew another one behind his initial tee, and his head coach Dan Monson inquiring with the nature of the exchanges there. Stratton Rogers just commending him, the graduate student, for the great work on the boards. Good effort guy, but he let himself get away from things here in overtime and just got
I think
dismissed.
the Buffs are going to be shooting 6 free throws.
Wow.
2 on the first foul call, and he's got to leave the court.
6 rebounds in the game, 6 points in 26 minutes. Love the energy, the effort. Not a good sequence here with 3:09 to go in OT.
So Isaiah Johnson will be shooting the initial 2 free throws for over the back. And then we have 2 technical foul shots for each of 2 technicals. So 4 more shots. And it looks like Rancic might be the technical foul shooter. And then Isaiah Johnson will be shooting his 2 after the 4.
So he kept up the debate and the disagreement, did Stratton Rogers. They told him to get to the side. Kept it up. He's pointing to the board.
And he may have said a magic word there.
Yeah.
Because he was actually walking away.
Right.
When he got the second technical.
And I will say, the way he didn't react to the second tee, he probably realized, yeah, I crossed a line that took it too far. Talk about a chance to separate here. The officials are over reviewing the monitor to get all this straightened out, make sure they play it right down the stretch. But this free throw parade now, good chance to separate in overtime and maybe seal or at least author a huge page or 2 toward a win today.
And one thing they might have been looking at is just to make sure who was the Colorado player that was fouled initially, which is Isaiah Johnson. And I'm not sure what else they're discussing right now. I think it was Tony Padilla that called the second technical on him over there by the scorer's table.
Extended conversation here means that there's some additional consideration of this, the exchange. I imagine at this point they have the free throw shooter identified. Now there's
I don't think they can rescind technical foul calls though, Thad. I can't imagine that would be a discussion. But it's a long one, whatever they're having.
It's gotten interesting with 3:09 to go in OT. Buffs leading by 1 and awaiting the agenda for the next couple steps of this game.
Yeah, he went to the locker room.
After review, number 12, Red, has been given a contact dead ball technical foul, as well as number 2 for Colorado. Those will offset. Number 12 is giving a second unsporting technical foul. Number 2 for Colorado will shoot 2 free throws and will play off the free throws after that.
So it was, they did go back and look, and it was Isaiah Johnson that did a little initial push, and we saw the reaction, which they saw on live. But I wondered if it was a reaction, first of all, that they caught, or retaliation.
Isaiah Johnson is keeping his mouth closed. Yep, okay, understand. A little bit of bumping going on the back of that play. I love the addition of the microphone, the cameras, the communication path from the referees. Helpful to hear how they sorted that out.
These are a couple tough free throws after standing around, no one on the line, and Hronchik knocks it down with calm and ease.
I agree, those would be tough for me, but fortunately it's Sebastian Hronchik shooting them, and he was good on the first, good on the second.
And now Isaiah Johnson will get the 2 that from the initial foul call over the back on, is it Rogers that got the call? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you were talking about the free throw trouble for the Buffs. They've missed 10 free throws, but don't fault Sebastian Hronchik. He is 7 of 8 from the line now. He's had a great day at the stripe. 20 points for Sebastian, as now he's backed up by Isaiah Johnson hitting one at the line.
And if he hits these 2 here, it'll be 5-0 so far. Colorado in overtime. Eagles have yet to score in overtime.
90-85. 12 points for Isaiah Johnson. 2 double-digit efforts in his first 2 games as a Buff. Nice up and down using the glass. Alton Hamilton over the defense.
I've been impressed by him today. They got good bigs.
Malone softened up on the shot, and it went nowhere. Dak fights for it. Finally, the whistle. Bangkok Dak working hard off the back of the lost ball from Elijah Malone.
I thought there could have been a jump ball there. They let him play a little bit on that one. You see a good block by Elijah on Elijah's shot. Bangkok pursues. I think they called it on Isaiah Moses.
They did. 4th foul for Moses. Dak. Strong, bouncing, and it won't go down. Misses his free throw. He's 2 for 5 from the line now. 8 points for Bangkok Dak.
And you saw him walking in, following his shot there. He'd really like to finish the shot and stay on the line.
Short on that one, and in runs a spark plug guy. Elijah Thomas made a beautiful assist on a 3 earlier, and Thomas gets the rebound, runs, sprints to the corner on the left side. Moses hop step, and Dak's got the board on the miss. That is Bangkok Dak. The glass has been good. 8 rebounds for Bangkok with his 8 points. Now 9 rebounds. Correction. It's 9 boards for Dak. Hargress drives. Backside help from Marquardt. It's out off of Eastern Washington. 9 seconds to shoot. 2:03 left in overtime.
Hargress there, as he drives the lane, he kind of gets swallowed up by bigger players, and that will happen to him in the Big 12. He's got to learn to keep his dribble alive, maybe dribble back out on occasions like that.
Into Isaiah Johnson. Sebastian Hronchik has a career-high 20 today. He won't get one here.
Good block.
Swatted away. Bradford against Johnson, drives him, left side. Oh, he scored the bucket, and he's got a free throw. That could tie the game if he hits the and one.
You see Radford there, hesitation dribble. Not a lot of contact there, but a nice finish with the left hand off the glass by Radford.
Has not shot it a lot, just 5 shots on the day. He's 3 for 5 from the floor. He's hit both of his threes. And now with that make, he's got 9 points. If he gets to double digits, he ties the game. Did it. Even now at 90.
Radford looks like the guy you'd see in the wide playing pickup that you wouldn't expect him to be good, but he can play.
Done some important things today. Johnny Radford, 6'1" graduate student guard from Haley, Idaho. Long ball, and there he is, the freshman, Isaiah Johnson, splashing and making waves in Boulder.
Buffs might have to score 100 to win this game.
93-90, not far off it now. Corner, work it back up top. Not expecting it back right away was Elijah Thomas. He held on to it. 12 seconds to shoot. Radford becoming an important piece of the offense. Lost it up to Hamilton. They keep it, the Eagles. Left side working Malone. Reverses. Missed his shot. Elijah Malone stands strong and takes the rebound.
And he stayed vertical, which is really good. He didn't come down, stayed vertical, and didn't foul.
Buffs lead by 3. Under 1 minute to go. Argress drives, kicks it to the corner. Malone, 3, good! Elijah Malone, is that a dagger? 96-90.
You don't see a lot of threes from Elijah, but he was ready to shoot that one.
Only one of the day for him. Could be the one that finally shakes off these pesky Eagles. Now a pass deflected inside. Hamilton gathers it and scores, pours it in with a finger roll at the rim. And again, the impressive day of Alton Hamilton, the 4th best until today. Sebastian has 20 points, a new career high in 40 minutes played today. There's a quick whistle in the backcourt and the foul committed against Isaiah Johnson. Good guy to have heading to the free throw line on a double bonus with the Buffs up by 4.
And Eastern Washington obviously is going to extend this game. They did not waste any time committing a foul there. Only about a second or 2 off the clock.
Free throws today for Isaiah Johnson. He's 4 for 4, and now he's 5 for 5. Smooth lefty stroke puts it down.
So on Monday, he did not score in the first half and scored 24 in the second half. I'm just kind of seeing what he had today in the first half. He had 4 points. So he has scored 10 here. 11 make it.
And now 12 a dozen second half points. It means he scored 36 points in second halves of 2 games combined. Talk about a finisher, clutch guy coming through. Drive, Moses flings it up, and wow, how do you get that to go down? He's fouled, gonna shoot a free throw. And if he hits the free throw, he equals his career high in points at 30.
We saw Hargress here just kind of let him, I guess he did do a little push there in the back. Not a smart play by Hargress. At that point, you just want to let him score. This can cut it to 3 again and make it a 1-possession game.
Yeah, they had 19.1 seconds to go in regulation, down by 3 and hit a 3. They're at 19.3 in overtime, and they're back down by 3. 30 points for Isaiah Moses. Matches his career best. Time called for Colorado, running the baseline and not finding anybody. Ian Inman uses one. Tell most of the story. He's been awesome.
There's Ronchik, and they found him quickly.
They tried to. The first time they didn't get the whistle, but they had a chance to re-tie him up. And the last foul went against Cole Scherer. This time, I think he might have gotten it again. He had none, so now he's got, no, this one actually is going to be called against Maddox Monson, and hadn't gotten to that yet. But Maddox Monson's son of head coach Dan Monson, also McGuire Monson on the coaching staff, family affair. As Maddox gets in, the junior there to help apply the foul to Sebastian Ronchik. Good, and he'll do it again.
And Ronchik really isn't even hitting rim. He's all nothing but net on his free throws.
Yeah, I was going to say, he is just completely sighted in from the line. He's 8 of 9 now from the stripe. 21 points, career best for Sebastian. 4 assists, 4 rebounds.
You know the old saying that first team to 100 wins.
Man, like, there it is. There's one team to 100.
That's what we used to do in pickup ball. First team to 100.
You thought they was going to call it right there? Everybody leave. Moses says not yet. He'll miss that long shot. Bounced around, it goes in. The rebound was batted around and down for the Eagles. Timeout called by Ronchik. That'll be the last timeout for the Buffs. at 7.2 to go, and it's back to a 3-point game. Served. That's him right there playing D on the inbound pass. Man, he has been awesome to watch. Energy and effort. Get the ball into Ronchik, the Buffs. There comes the foul, and Sebastian took one on the left hip.
I think he got a little hip-to-hip action. Sometimes those sting a little bit.
Yeah, bone-to-bone clanging. Kind of walked that one out. He's heading all the way down to the other side, free throw line. Place he's been very at home today. 9 of 10 from the stripe today for Sebastian Ronchik. He's got a chance here to put the Buffs.
And really, he only needs to make one here to kind of seal the game. I mean, you want to get them both, but and he gets the roll on that one.
Sticks his tongue out, makes a face. Didn't love the finish.
I don't think he liked the release on that one, but it went in anyway.
Didn't feel good coming off. This is the most free throw attempts and makes in his young career at Colorado. 6 makes, 7 attempts, the most he'd had before. He's now 10 of 11, and pure right there, 11 of 12, and Sebastian probably just closed the door. 3 seconds to go.
Stay away and let him shoot.
Moses lobs it up, bounces around, no good. Buzzer sounds in overtime. Colorado has to surpass the century mark to shake off the Eastern Washington Eagles. Now 6-0 all time against Eastern Washington, 5-point win in overtime.